Welcome to TRS Clips, where you'll find happiness through your own curiosity. Do you want to talk about Gen Z America a little bit?
Yeah, let's yell at them a little bit. Yeah, sure.
Why do you say that, bro?
They're annoying. I mean, they're sweet, but there's a little annoying. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good things about them, but they're a little annoying.
Too intense?
No. Well, I think they are concerned a lot about privilege in a way that I'm annoyed by. And I'll speak specifically for Indian Americans. This is a much larger conversation. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around. I didn't ever realize how guilty I felt about being in America until I got older. It was this thing that always weighed on me because my mom had 3 sisters. 2 of them stayed in India, got arranged marriages. My grandfather, my family's not going to like me saying this, but he didn't care who he married them off to. I don't know anything about their husbands. I barely ever see them again. They didn't have the easiest lives. My mom got to move to America in 1968. She was 14 years old. She got to go to high school, got to go to college. She got to build a life in America in the 60s when it was the land of opportunity and India was not. The only reason I'm here in this chair is because I was born in America. My mom is the dividing line. My mom and her younger sister both came to America. The 2 olders did not. She's the dividing line between India when it was third world and America when it was at its peak. And I came out of my mom I came out of the right person. That's the only reason I am where I am. So when I hear Indians talking about privilege and like doing these pieces where they're the victims and they're traumatized by racism, it's like, yo, hey, that trauma is valid, but do you not have any sense of how lucky you are to be in America back then? And again, I'm not saying I know India's ascending, but America back then and India back then, the way you got to grow up, you have no fucking clue how privileged you are, and it drives me crazy that you don't have that perspective. And it really bothers me. That's when I hear Gen Z, millennials, whatever, talking about like white privilege, I get that there's validity to it, but at least acknowledge your own privilege and how blessed you are to just have that opportunity.
Explain white privilege to Indians in India watching this, because this is a very American concept.
Oh, it's all anybody talks about in America. That's so funny. The idea is being white gives you certain privileges in life. Your life is easier because you are white. And there is validity to it in that, like, if you're a black guy who gets pulled over by the police, there is a chance you could get killed for no real reason. It happens to white people too, but statistically it seems to happen, or at least anecdotally, it seems to happen more to black people. White people never have to worry about that. That is an example of white privilege that is real. But we talk about, now there's all these different levels of privilege. You have cisgender privilege, meaning you're not transgender, you are cisgender. There's privilege in that. You have heterosexual privilege. And then America has just become, in some people's eyes, a social structure of hierarchy based on what amount of privilege you are perceived to have. And that dictates everything. And if you are at the most privileged, we can say anything we want about you, and you can't say anything back, and you should be apologetic for anything that you have. And it's just like this whole series of rules that comes with the privilege that you have.
Hey, if you enjoyed this clip from The Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.